Thursday, May 13th in the United States and Canada. A goalie's name is said how it's said, and this is a show called What Chaos from Montreal, the Poche Blue Studios, and presented by Sports Interaction. This is What Chaos. My name's David Bean. I sit beside Pete Blackburn, and holding it down in the city of a tied series with the City of Champs is Sean DePaz. Bonjour, hi, boys.
Bonjour, hi. I was waiting for it.
Bonjour. Yeah, I forgot to do it off the rip.
Bonjour.
But, Pete did a bonjour from the soul this morning in the Tim's drive-thru, and I was in heaven.
Slipped out. It was a very natural bonjour.
I was telling Pete that I had my interaction with the young man working the window at the Tim's drive-thru, all in French. I completed that conversation completely in French. He opened the window up, handed me my food. I said merci, and then he handed me more food. I said merci, and then he handed me the drinks, and I said merci, and then I left.
Magnifique. So you know like 5 French words, and they're all
merci.
Bonjour, bye.
Bonjour.
Well, have merci, as John Stamos would say on Home Alone. Home Alone? Full House.
Full House.
Yeah.
John Stamos was in Home Alone.
I was like, did you get like the bootleg copies from the side of the street?
That'd be so sad if they were like
Chinese Home Alone.
Yeah, Chinese Home Alone is John Stamos instead of Joe Pesci.
I was going to say instead of
Macaulay Culkin.
Culkin.
No, I'm putting him instead of, he's one of the bandits.
It's like a 35-year-old John Stamos left at home by his parents, and he's like, what do I do?
I'll tell you what.
What do you mean, Mario?
My money's on Pesci there. I think the bandits pull it off if it's Stamos instead of Culkin.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because like Culkin was murdered down.
For sure.
He was very homicidal and ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if Stamos just hanging around. You know who Stamos is friends with?
Fucking Mike Love.
Yes, that's his guy. What's on the show
What a
today, Pete?
Bitch.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about how much a bitch Mike Love is. I don't
All
really
day.
care about the Beach Boys, but I know Mike Love's a bitch.
Yes.
Today on What Chaos, milking the series. Stay tuned for what that means. How to pronounce UPL.
Are you sure it's UPL and not Ukko-Pekka? I don't know how you say any of those in French.
How to pronounce Upel.
Opal.
Upel. Upa.
Joffrey Uppel. Joffrey
There you
Uppel.
go. Craig Berube has been kicked out. Kicked out of Toronto. Kicked out of the building.
By a horse.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Nice.
He
That's
got-
pretty good,
they
actually.
Kicked him.
Yeah. straight out of Toronto.
And finally, telling on themselves. Wait. Telling on themselves, yes.
Yeah. Do you know what that's in reference to?
I don't think so.
It's our beloved Seattle Kraken.
Oh, yeah.
Because I should have made a "is this a good move?" graphic for the Seattle Kraken, because we're going to do sneaky more Kraken thought than you would talk. The Vegas Golden Knights went up. They're one game away from the Western Conference Final. Good chance they are not the expansion team that we talk about most today. We'll do more Kraken today than Knights, I think.
2 Pacific Division teams facing each other in the playoffs, and you're like, how about this Pacific Division team? The Seattle
Kraken.
Yeah.
Coaches are leaving. They're hiring people to confirm that they're bad.
I do like that move. It's like, are we sure we're bad? Maybe we should hire some people to find out if that's really the case.
I don't know if I'm bad until someone I have paid to tell me I'm bad says, "Oh yeah, you're bad."
If only the NHL had a sort of structure where like they rewarded the wins and losses to tell you if you were good or you were bad.
That's not so. You're thinking like revenue sharing, or do you mean like like it determines like what the teams get to do, or what, like that kind of thing?
No, just like just a way that you could tell if a team was successful or not.
Well, like we do power rankings, we could do something like that. We could assign like maybe a letter grade to each team.
But to be fair to the Kraken, they didn't make the top 10 of the playoff power rankings.
Tough list to crack.
So there's valid reason why they would maybe be concerned that they're bad.
I mean, there are teams that are just champing at the bit to get into that top 10. Victoire making their case. Aaron A. Desbiens making her case with the loudest, most ridiculous save I've ever seen in my life. My favorite part of the show is going to be that. That was a save that Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman could only dream of making. They love a theatrical, borderline unnecessary save. I've been, like, since that Fleet Victoire game at TD Garden, like, obviously we're Frankel down, but those Desbiens Frankel matchups are legendary. Pretty pissed that we're not getting one in the
Yeah.
World
Yeah.
Cup final.
I mean, congratulations to Canada because they're guaranteed a cup. Women got to do everything around here.
Honestly.
But guaranteed a cup for the first time in a long time. So good for them. Speaking of French, why have we never considered calling ourselves Frankophones?
Frankelphones. I like that.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
good.
be a
Pretty good,
Frankelphone
right?
when Aaron Frankel signs with the Hamilton, PWHO Hamilton.
Shut the fuck up,
I'm
Sean.
PWH Hamilton down officially.
You are?
Except their colors, not really doing it for me. PWHL Vegas's colors, fucking rip.
Well, Pete says that he likes all these teams because he doesn't see color. So it's
True.
like not a problem for him if he likes a team and maybe there's a splash of
I
green or whatever.
I don't see color, but I do back the blue.
Yes.
And he wears the red.
Yes. We were saying last night that we need to start when there's like a key moment in the game.
Oh my God,
We have
yes.
to call it like Pete's turning point.
No.
Or like Pete's turning point USA.
Yes, yes.
Something that like actually saying USA is probably a little too on the nose, but I like if it's a game between two American teams, it was the turning point USA.
Well, because we were watching we had a watch party last night for Habs Sabres, and Amil was like turning a TSN turning point after a big save. I believe it was it Dobej? Had like the
Probably.
unreal pad save.
Oh, last night?
Yeah. And he was like TSN turning point right there. And I was like, in America, we call that turning point USA.
Yes.
So we're workshopping that.
Yes, very good. Okay, let's begin with the Sabres evening their series at 2 games apiece. Tell you what, Sean, if you wanted a split, and if there was going to be a split in this series, Derek said it after, you want to lose game 3 and you want to win game 4 on the road. And then you go home game 5. You had to win a game in Montreal, as it was. Famously, Montreal took home ice advantage away when they won game 2. So I would honestly be pretty happy with your fortunes right now. How you feeling, Sean?
I'd rather be up 3-1. Or actually, I'd rather the series be over right now. Sweeping would have been cool. But yeah, I mean, if we were going to split, I suppose taking the second one, probably a little better. Go home with a little momentum. And yeah, again, if we're going to split, I wasn't sure going into the game whether or not I would have rather seen the win in person or at the bar. And obviously, it would have been cool to see the win in person. But the experience that losing led to Sunday night and how fun last night was at the bar, I'm okay with how it turned out.
It tastes sweeter when there's been a shitty taste, if you
Yeah,
will.
you had ice cream after a bad day.
Exactly.
There is something in the I don't have the numbers crunch here, but I'm thinking about the Canadiens just being like, how good are they at really seizing control of series? How good are they at like winning games where it feels like they could really grasp something?
Can't win in dramatic fashion if it's not dramatic.
True.
I guess, but like
Last night would have been dramatic had they won it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I go back to the Game 7 win against Tampa. They won that game, but
But they got
They
fucking
really did
they
not.
got smoked.
I forgot about that. Yeah, man. Oh, brother, that cannot happen. If the Sabres lose a Game 7 like that, I'm not going to be okay.
I mean, they didn't play bad last night. I mean, they did not come out good, but they ended up playing a pretty decent game. But
It's also the best game the Sabres
it felt
have played.
it felt like a really squandered opportunity for the Canadiens there. Like that series could have been over last night.
We watched the game at Brasserie Capri with our guy Tomboy Max, aka Max Van Oot. I hope I said it right. We went on his stream, and that's our guy now.
Max rocks.
I love Max so much.
Big time.
His stream is in French, and when we came on, he did us the favor. He didn't have to, but he made it in English. I was very prepared to do that shit in French. And he said after, when he was saying goodbye to us, he was like, okay, and remember, guys, if you are, or y'all, he didn't say that, he's woke as fuck, famously. He said, like, hey, everybody, if you speak English and you like hockey, these are your guys. What chaos. It's very funny. It's a cool show. It's woke as fuck. And he said woke as fuck in a non-ironic way. And just the fact that his audience is like, give me a sales pitch on these guys. And someone says they're woke as fuck. If we said that in America, they'd be like, soft ass boys. We found our guy. Thank you, Max. Thank you for the compliment. It was a great time. We walked in. You got booed. Sean, you and Derek got booed.
Yeah, well, immediately as soon as we walked to the door, we told we had to leave. We're not
Yeah.
allowed-
Yeah,
not,
they were
not going to be served.
Somebody was borderline serious. They were like, "You're going to take off the jersey," and you were like, "It's cold in here."
Yeah, we did get like a little bit of a light warning. Like, this is a Canadiens bar. Like, it's obviously a Canadiens bar.
Yeah.
It's in Montreal, but like this place has permanent fixtures for like being a Canadiens
Did
bar.
you see their
logo is like basically a Canadiens logo?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Did you see what they were doing for their not soundproofing, but helping with sound issues?
No.
They had thick ass panels hanging down that they made into like retired number banners.
Oh, I figured that was just decoration. I don't.
It was very. I was talking to Amil about it. I was like, that's smart stuff. It's decoration, but it's very practical. It's useful because that place was getting very loud in there. But they boo you when you walk in. Then they bring you shots of milk.
Well, except for the fact that what they brought us shots of white liquid, did not tell us what it was, and said, "Drink this."
Just you two.
Just Derek and I. It was literally like we were singled out as the Sabres fans. I really still have no idea what was going on there. Because after that point, everything was fine. There was no more like, "Oh, you're not getting served." Like we took our shots of milk, and then that was it. There was no like explanation. Still have no idea what that was going on there.
Not to pry, but you tolerate lactose, right?
Yes, but I don't drink milk. I've hated milk my entire life.
But you still took it from an enemy?
Well, you didn't know it was milk.
I didn't know what it was.
Right.
I figured it had to be something milky, but I wasn't gonna say no. And to be honest, I will say I took that shot and I was like, huh, I don't hate his milk as much as I thought I did.
Milk rocks.
Oh, milk's amazing.
Yeah.
Just can't
It was fine.
have too much of it, but it's good for your bones.
But yes, I assumed that I wasn't being poisoned in public at a Montreal Canadiens bar.
It was a big night for you being handed drinks by Habs fans.
I forgot about that.
Later on in the night when we were watching the Vegas game, some Canadiens fan came up and was like, just gave you a beer. I don't know what the reason for it was.
He said his friend got a beer, but his friend doesn't drink. So here it is. I was like, well, who gave your friend the beer in the first place?
He gave you a beer, and then like he chatted us up a little bit, and he was very, very friendly.
Cool guy.
Very cool guy.
Lost a lot of money last night, he said.
Then, yes, on a parlay that came very close to hitting. And then he walked away, and DJ goes, "Oh, you can't drink that."
Yeah.
And we were all in agreement that you could not drink that beer.
I wasn't going to drink it anyways because I didn't want to have a full another beer. Again, don't think I was getting poisoned.
But I don't trust like that.
But I would have drank it if I was going to drink another beer. I probably would have drank it. But the milk run really threw me for a loop. I don't because it came off to me like that was a thing they do here. But I don't think it was. Like,
nobody was asking questions except for you two.
Yeah, and nobody was answering the questions that we did have. Very, very confusing. But yeah, it was a good night.
It was a great place to
time.
watch a game. Shout out Whatnuts that showed up. Avery, Jasmine. Other names are escaping me, but
We're a handful.
it was a good group and people who showed up because there was confusion as to whether there was even space. And some people, Olivier, were just like, I'm just going to take a crack at it anyway. Came through. It was awesome to see a lot of cool people and watch the game with a lot of friends. Amil was there. Nick was there. Amy was there from Nation. A lot of people that are great.
La Poche
Julia
Bleu.
from La Poche Bleu, who's been fantastic with us. It was fun. And it was never... It wasn't too combative in there, I think, once the game started.
No, I was almost surprised by it. Like, at no point did I ever hear any, like, even joking little, sit down, shut up. Because
You hooted.
I was loud. I was making it very clear that I was enjoying the Sabres' victory. I don't think I was disrespectful, but yeah, we will. But I at no point. I also had a good seat. I was at the end of the room with my back to the rest of it, watching a TV in front of me. So I never had to like turn around and make eye contact with anybody or like that, because that might have changed the vibes a little bit. But
I do want to talk a little bit about this game and not do like a full blow by blow breakdown, but specifically the first period of that game was a movie.
It was crazy.
And it was directed by Martin Scorsese because it was 3.5 hours long. It was a long ass movie. It was some Killers of the Flower Moon ass shit, but much like Killers of the Flower Moon, I liked watching it and I was like, good movie. I don't think I can do it again, but good movie. Sabres score first off a sick play from Josh Doan that I have rewatched a few times and I'm like, can't tell if he did that on purpose, spinning off Kirby Doc, and somebody else, but feeds Norris. Norris feeds Matthias Samuelsson. It's 1-0 Sabres. Everybody's just really thrilled in there. Where have you seen this before? Sabres take an early lead.
Yeah.
I wasn't confident because, of course, the Canadiens then start to push back and Canadiens kind of dominate the rest of the period. But there's an amazing swing in which a Jakub Dobeš save is reviewed for whether potentially the glove was in the net with the puck. It gets reviewed. They find that it's a goal, so the Sabres are up 2-0. Then they review it again on a Canadiens challenge, find there was goaltender interference that no hit shot. I personally didn't really agree with. Goal gets wiped off. Then Alex Newhook scores. We have some video of this sequence. Here is Sean watching the initial review to find out that the Sabres, against all odds, are now up 2-0 in this game.
After review, the puck is in the goaltender's
Let's go!
So quiet.
Oh my God.
Elaboo. Moments
Oh,
later,
man.
we then get this.
After the coach's challenge, is determined there was goaltender interference.
I love that shit. Is it easier
I
to
love
watch
that.
knowing there was a happy ending?
Yeah, 100%. Like that is un film, as you would say.
I mean, that was kind of like Pete at KeyBank.
Just
Where
in a,
like
like,
goal is
condensed?
scored, like, yeah, we scored. Scored.
Yeah, it
Jesus.
was a library in there.
It was a big time library in there. Momentum, all Habs after Newhook
yeah.
scores.
I was so at that point. I think I said I was like, "Oh, this series is over."
I mean, I would say even before Newhook scored, like,
Yeah, even just the
Habs'
swing,
momentum
yeah.
right after that was crazy. And I want to give credit to Marty St. Louis for having like brass balls for challenging that. But at the same time, at that point, we thought the Sabres power play was dog shit.
Yeah, exactly.
They ended up scoring two goals last night.
And
so.
even with them scoring 2 goals, like I think even any team for the rest of these playoffs, unless they go on like a crazy power play run, like you still, I don't think they've completely demanded respect yet in a situation like that, where especially with that much time left in the game, you make that challenge. I think it's worth it.
I would love to talk to French Petey or whoever is the video coach for the Canadiens and ask them about like if they told Marty St. Louis to challenge that, or if this was a case, as you suggested last night, like that was a kind of on the line
Coaches
play. I thought it
ignore-
was probably goaltender interference, but like I think that you could go both ways there.
Yeah.
And like they tell them not to challenge it sometimes, and the coach is like, "Fuck it, let's let it ride." So I would like to know what happened on the bench there.
I think the no goaltender interference / video review chat, but I do wonder if they were like, fuck, it took them so long to call it a goal in the first place, where they're like, if there's any resistance, we'll just wipe this thing. You know, like if there was maybe anything that could have been going on, we'll be like, yeah, maybe. I mean, they had the, I wouldn't even say iPad mini, though. Like they had like the iPhone 13
iPhone Max, yeah.
that they were able to break that down on. Momentum, all Habs after Tuck scores.
Alex
I'm
Newhook
sorry.
just fucking owns our shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
best player in the world now. Apparently,
Apparently.
Yeah, Newhook. I'm like Sports Interaction. I just want to kind of keep hammering Alex Newhook. Momentum on the Habs side, and then Tage Thompson takes the stupidest cross-checking penalty with 41 seconds left in the period. Canadiens take a 2-1 lead, and at that Tage Thompson cross-check, before the Canadiens scored, I was confident that they would before the end of the period.
Yeah.
I put in my notes, first time I've thought this about the Buffalo Sabres. That is how you lose a series.
Yeah, it was-
this is how you get yourself eliminated.
Massive thanks for coming out Buffalo Sabres vibes at points in that game. I just felt they were just doing all the dumb shit, like a lot of really dumb penalties. And I know like a lot of Sabres fans are complaining about them being soft or whatever. They might have been soft, but they were not wrong. Like they were largely penalties. And even beyond that, there's a lot of like PD has a great breakdown from Game 3 about the Buffalo Sabres, and like they just chase the puck a lot and puck watch and get out of position in ways that they weren't really doing in the regular season, and it was just bad hockey.
The amount of times that they lost guys in front of the net,
just unacceptable.
I mean, not only last night,
games,
but last 2 games, fucking crazy.
Unacceptable.
There was a lot of escapism from the Buffalo Sabres last night.
It really felt like you said it at one point. It was like boom gang. Like it was.
Oh, dude, second period was big time boom gang.
We were just waiting for like the last 2 minutes, being like, get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Before they realize what you've taken.
Second period in particular with like the Tage goal, which we'll show, but like the Tage goal, how weird that was. Just fucking the bounces that they got, the luck that that they got in the second period, and the stupidity that they got away with. It was just like, get the fuck out of there.
Well, I think
you have thrown the milk on the floor, and now get out.
So the Tage goal was 7 minutes into the second period. About 5 minutes into the second period, obviously you feel really good for the Canadiens. They're up. They're kind of carrying the play. But Jakub Dobej had a fucking horseshoe up his ass. And Nick and I from Nation were talking about that. Like, yes, we're all very excited about Dobej, but like he's out of position. They throw the puck back in front of the net, and it just like goes into his legs.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of
apps, like real lucky and fortunate bounces. And there's the thing of like you make your own luck. He deserved a lot of the luck that he was getting.
That's kind of where I was at. Yeah,
he was the luckiest player on the ice at that point, even though I think his team was the better team at that point. Very quickly, that flipped, and UPL got locked in. Credit to the Sabres and whoever made the decision to go to UPL. Second goal he allowed on that power play late in the first was fucking terrible. I can't imagine what Petey thought of it. It was the biggest case against reverse VH there could possibly be.
That goal was horrible.
But like after that, and really once it seemed so obvious that like, oh man, Dobej has all the juice. All the juice went to UPL, and Dobej obviously had some oopsie daisies, but you can't blame him for this one. We're going to show Tage Thompson's snipe. People have asked questions about Tage. Is he healthy? What's up? He said it's none of your business. Clearly, he just wants to put in the work and show you, yeah, you're going to ask if I'm injured. Could an injured guy do this?
8th year with Buffalo. She saw the graphic. Ooh, that was a strange. Oh, it's in. Go in. It is in. It hit the back wall. Karam to the post. Hit Dobej in the back of the leg and went into the net. Right. Like, I like this. This never happens.
How many players in the league?
Backside of Dobej.
How many players in the league?
Corner. It hits him on the top of the pad.
Tage Thompson.
And in the net.
Cody
Somehow,
Yep.
this is a power play.
Was it Nick Ehlers who did that to Jeremy Swayman in the Olympics?
Oh,
I don't recall.
I think it was
a
someone
Dane,
on
right?
Denmark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say it was Ehlers.
Yeah.
Nick Ehlers could maybe do that.
Yeah. Oh man, next series is going to be a fucking shootout. The Sabres win. This one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tage
right.
versus-
yeah.
Tage versus Ehlers. American sniper versus Danish sniper.
Yeah.
From the parking.
From the parking lot. From the blue line.
I mean, iconic.
That's what they mean when they say 200-foot player. Tage is a 200-foot player.
Could
He
you
can score
imagine
from anywhere?
Could you imagine the discourse if Tage Thompson was left off Team USA and they lost, and then after that goal last night, what people would have been saying? Like, you leave off that shooter for what? For who?
Speaking of
Kachuk.
guys who got left off that team, I don't know if we really talked about it on the show. Where the fuck has Cole Caulfield been?
He scored a goal last
He
night.
scored a goal last night, his third of the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean,
Where has
he
that guy
scored
been?
in back-to-back games, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's Newhook's team.
It is Alex Newhook's team.
No. It's
He was
Lane
kind of
Hudson's team.
gifted both goals, I will say. He was
Yeah.
gifted a goal from Lane Hudson, and then he was gifted a goal from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Yeah.
Now, the UPL move, as I said, really...
Oh my God, we completely forgot about Morgan Geekie.
Morgan
scoring,
Geekie, yes.
scoring from anywhere on the ice.
Yep.
Against UPL.
Yes, UPL.
Against UPL. Good win for the Sabres. They got out of there. Consta Hellenius. Lot of big moments.
Yeah,
As
it
the
was
goaltender interference, I didn't think it was goaltender interference.
Borderline, but yeah.
Twice could have buried the game. One, he just can't elevate the puck maybe when he's older. And then another, I think he was kind of going wide, but Dobej got a blocker on it. But you're still finding he was in it.
Yeah.
High event player.
He was good. He was very fun to watch.
Very noticeable game.
Yeah. UPI, like I said it to you last night, like, I mean, Ruff's moves, the 3 moves he made last night, going to UPL paid off.
Yep.
Bringing in Hellenus paid off, and bringing in Shen didn't backfire.
Yep.
It's the best you can hope for.
That's the best you can hope for from that position.
Now, we had some different nights from some different broadcasts last night. Personally, I think we were watching on TVA. TVA. We were watching the French broadcast. So I would tell you what they were saying, but you wouldn't even get it. American ass audience.
I had a lot of fun breaking down the language of like all the stats.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. We've invented some new stats.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have a new one. What did they? It was efficiency something.
Efficiency.
It was efficiency. Okay, so they use a stat in Canada that I think solves so many goaltending conversation problems. They will do. It's called efficiency, and you take the percentage of shots faced by a goalie that they stop. So say they face 20 shots and allow 2 goals. All right. That would be their efficiency would be 900 because they're stopping 18 of 20. So take your other stats. We've got it. We started flying breaking down goalies after that.
Yeah. Goaltending efficiency rating. That is my shit. That is the new way to break down goaltending.
Do you know who's leading the playoffs in goaltender efficiency?
That was Freddie Anderson.
Freddie Anderson.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's got a 950 efficiency rating.
I know my goaltending efficiency.
What a legend.
Yeah. Really, really
Like
good.
the other stats aren't telling you that shit.
He's got almost a perfect efficiency rating, about as close as you can get.
Big time.
If he faces 33 shots and stops 32 of the first 32 and then stops the last one, what's his efficiency?
No idea.
You?
Not a math guy.
That he would have a perfect efficiency. He would have stopped 33 of 33.
I
thought he said 32 of 33.
And then he said, he
faces 33 shots, stops 32 of the first 32, and then on the 33rd one, stops it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Perfect
Efficient.
efficiency rating.
100% efficiency rating.
As efficient as you can get.
That's not polluting the environment around him. That's not doing anything. That
100
is
efficiency.
100 efficiency.
Big time.
Look at us getting into the numbers. We could do this all day. Different nights for different broadcasts. As I said, on Sportsnet, you had Kyle Bukauskas, friend of the show, gets absolutely rocked by the lights at Centre Bell. Hit me, Sean.
I know you're right. I was just surprised to hear that. It's game 4.
Look at my guy.
The Canadiens and Sabres. Eyes wide open in Montreal.
Wouldn't know what to look at him.
Eyes wide open.
Wouldn't know what to look at him.
Wouldn't know
That there were lights fucking up his face.
Oh, no, definitely not. Yeah, I mean,
Gamer.
he had his shit rocked. 100%. Efficiency rating on the lights, 100.
No. That was a shot on. If the lights shot on net and
He stopped
Kyle
all.
stopped that,
That's fair, yeah.
Kyle's efficiency
That's
rating
fair.
is
If the
1.000.
A true pro.
If the lights burned through his head and like his like guts and everything were like being burned through, then
Zero efficiency rating.
Zero efficiency.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Kyle's
that
efficient.
one I think that's more like life or death. So
The irony,
You're either 1 or 0.
yeah,
the irony in him
Pass
doing
fail.
It's binary.
the irony in him doing a report on a player's like funny
Eyes
moment
wide open.
and him getting his retinas singed by the Bell Center and not even blinking is incredible stuff.
Paradisiacal Dream says that's me in the spotlight losing all my vision.
That's
Yeah,
really good.
That's Kyle. Meanwhile, another strange night for ESPN. I'm gonna build to the one that fucked me up the most. Let's start with a lot of discourse on Rasmus Dahlin takes a high stick, is bleeding, and we get this call from Sean McDonough. We don't have
I
it,
don't
Sean?
have it, no.
Okay. Do you have we could do the other one.
Okay.
Do you have the
Yeah.
Yeah, a second ESPN segment in which ESPN volunteers they don't know how to say Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's name has hit the television.
How is this 2-2? It shouldn't be. Well, Pekka, Ukko, Luukkonen. No. He's plugged all this.
Ukko-Pekka.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I'm sorry about that. We talk about him being legal.
Not quite.
Not quite.
I say that there's room at my table and there's room in my hockey table for everything. There's not a right way to make content. There's not a wrong way to do. There's wrong ways to do shit. But I understand everyone has their own tone in shit. How can anyone be charmed or impressed by the broadcast that is showing the game saying, I don't know how to say the goalie's name. And I've had like 2 weeks to do it now. And we've already talked about this now on the show. And even though people have probably told us that this man says his own name like a fucking Pokemon, if you've ever...
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Nice.
Yes, if you've watched him play on a different broadcast, you've heard his name. Or if you've seen him, talk to him, which broadcasters usually do before these games. I know a lot of the stuff they're doing remote. You know that it is pronounced...
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. We were doing it as a vocal warm-up today.
Yep.
We were going around, I'd say, Ukko, point to the next person.
Pekka.
Luukkonen. Ukko.
Pekka. Luukkonen.
See? Easy shit. I am so, like, not to be this guy, but what do they think people think of this? How do they think this looks? It's so fucking, again, not to be this guy, it's so fucking embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
And it's so easy to get right.
It's not even that they got it wrong. Like, it's not that you got it wrong. People pronounce things wrong all the time. We do it all the time. It's the willful ignorance and the proud ignorance of getting it wrong and then like turning it into a bit. And like the first time that it happened, which was like a week or two ago, whatever it was.
Longer than that, the Bruins were in the playoffs.
Fuck off. PK Subban should have been fucking embarrassed by that happening. ESPN should have been embarrassed by that happening, and it should have been corrected. Instead, 2 weeks later, he still hasn't fucking learned the name. That part is what's crazy to me and drives me insane.
You would have thought, I'm sure he thought he was in the clear. You know, I lost the net. Alex Lyon was in. That's an easy name to pronounce. But once I would be curious as to what point PK Subban learned that UPL was starting last night, because it doesn't seem like he
probably like halfway through the first period.
Yeah, exactly. A big save by, because it took a little bit for Montreal to get their first shot on net, if I remember correctly. So they might not have even heard Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's name, which is also an interesting part, because presumably he's watching the game in which they would say Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. But yeah, first time, not great, not a great look, but that's fine. Not the easiest name if you're just reading it for the first time, which PK very well might have been. It can happen once. I don't think it can happen twice.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Now, do we have the Dahlin high stick? Okay, so Dahlin takes a high stick second period, I believe.
Yes.
That was the one.
Second, about 14 minutes left in the second
Yeah,
period.
like early in the
Abs
second
up
period.
2-1.
Yep. Dahlin takes a high stick. He's bleeding, and we get this call from Sean McDonough.
Penalized, and Dahlin looks like he does have a little blood on that lip. They're trying to get a look at it as Carrier's stick got him right in the mouth on the turnover. Might be an old cut that he might be trying to open up right now.
Do you guys want to go first? Because I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion on this.
Go ahead.
I don't think that was that bad. And I saw people freaking out about that. Players do that. That is a fucking thing that happens. Guys try to cut themselves to make sure they're bleeding. He had a little chuckle at the end of it. I don't think that he was doing that, but I don't know that he wasn't doing that. Like, fucking whatever. That doesn't rock my world the way that it rocked a lot of people's worlds. And I'm rooting for the Sabres.
I mean, I think it's unnecessary.
That's my thing.
I think it's unnecessary. I think that it's too much editorializing from Sean McDonough in that moment, and like
Too accusatory.
Yeah, right. And I also like he goes on after that clip ended there. He goes on and is like, he's got some redness on his face, but it looks like it's been there a while. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So that to me tells me, and I don't know if this happened, that someone told him something, and maybe he did. Maybe they didn't.
I mean, my thing is that A, just incredibly unnecessary. B, he was clearly bleeding at that point already.
From the high stick.
So it does not matter either way. And yeah, you just like don't need to say that. And yeah, it just seemed very unnecessary and like kind of, yeah, I mean, for the people, especially because like Sabre fans think, every fan base thinks that the world is out to get them. Like, and in that game, Sabres fans were complaining about a lot of shit that they really, I don't think, had the right to be complaining about. Don't do shit like that.
I will say, in Sean McDonough's defense, if there is a defense, if you're going to accuse somebody of embellishing something or maybe manipulating something, last night would have been the time to do it.
And
Yeah,
if
put
a
someone
Sabre-
on the ice.
If a Sabre was going to do some shit like that, it's probably Rasmus Dahlin.
Yeah, probably.
He's a little bit of a rat, a little bit of a game player, which is part of what I love about him. Well, when he's under fucking control, because he took a stupid fucking penalty last night. He's been taking a lot of.
Sure has.
He hasn't been good in these playoffs, I would say, largely, Rasmus Dahlin. I think it's been a little disappointing, but it is what it is. They're still winning games. But yeah.
I think that he could have, because I've seen jokes like that made all the time, like not specifically said like, oh, maybe it's an old cut or whatever, but I'm sure countless times from like broadcasters I love and are well respected where they take a high stick and they'll say something like as they're looking at it like, and now he's got a few seconds to make sure that he comes up with some blood,
Yeah,
or
right.
like,
I mean,
and
that's
like he's going to try
I
to
guess-
find some blood now.
But that's
that-
something
that's
Ray
not-
should say.
But it's also that way of phrasing it is not accusatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're going to say that, I think that's something
J'accuse.
that Ray Ferraro should be saying, not the play-by-play guy. Like, I think the former player,
Right.
whose job is to add color,
Right.
and not be
It's-
down the middle.
It's more
is some-
Ray's job to
Yeah.
editorialize. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Most importantly, Marty St. Louis looked like this.
Oh, what a fucking
The word you're looking for is daddy. And
yeah.
the lyric that you're looking for is Marty St. Louis. I don't think we do Lizzo anymore, do we? Is Lizzo back? I was going to say something about a DNA test that he took.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's valid.
I'd say that based on that and a DNA, I would say that a DNA test would suggest that
He
he's
just found
100%. Yeah,
That he's
bitch.
100% that bitch.
Bitch
Yeah.
efficiency 100.
100.
Oh, yes.
100.
You know what's weird? I use the word bitch in the playoffs like very endearingly and kind of have for a while. Like I remember before game 4 in 2024, I like took a picture of Stu in his net and sent it to you guys. And I was like, I got a feeling he's a bad bitch tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, somebody could be a bad bitch.
Can we go back to that photo of Marty St. Louis, please?
We could spend the rest of the show on it.
I know those pants are fucking screaming for their life.
Oh yeah.
They probably always are. I mean, the great Emily Kaplan did a piece on players struggling to buy jeans
Yes.
back in the
Yes.
day. Like that, ideally you want all your suits tailored, but that man doesn't have a choice.
I know. Yeah, he's 5'5", built like an absolute
Which way?
refrigerator. Yeah, built 5 feet long, 5 feet wide.
Damn. Yeah.
That man's got girth.
He's a square.
And
Endearing.
winning that challenge. Good night for Marty St. Louis.
Not a great
Team
night,
lost,
but a solid
but-
night.
Whatever. He controlled the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Los Angeles Kings.
Yeah. So this is going at least 6, which is good because I was telling you, you had an easy joke to make. If the Sabres lost in 5, you could tweet, at least Charlie McAvoy got 6 games. These guys only got 5.
If he had tweeted that, I would have been like,
Fucking loser.
cool.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have tweeted that.
It was good.
You're allowed to think that.
Charlie McAvoy got 6 games. I do want to hit that quickly. I thought it was going to be like 8 to 10, and then I thought it was going to be 7, but I thought it was going to be like 1, and now it's 6.
I think I had landed on 6 to 7. I don't know. I mean, yeah, fuck off. I assume, hopefully, it really depends on when the first time the Sabres play the Bruins, because like, hopefully that's not in the first 6 games. Like if the Bruins play, if Bruins Sabres is Bruins game number 7, like that, turn me up.
Give it to me.
Give me schedule makers. You've had a good year, I would say. Let's run it back.
Can they
Didn't they,
name?
though?
Yeah, late in the season, we had a lot of really meaningful games.
Well, that's because everybody was in the playoff chase because parity
I
wasn't
feel like
real.
we had talked about at points, looking at the slate, being like the schedule makers are having some moments.
Yeah, okay. You might be right.
Can they name him captain when he's going to miss the first 6 games of the season?
Captain ceremony
could, I
at
guess.
game
They
6.
shouldn't anyway.
Captain ceremony at game 6 or game 7,
That'd
I
be
guess
funny.
it would be. Like introduce the captain. Be like, that's what they should do. They'd be like, we're introducing our captain. Don't ask why, but it's game 7 of the season. Like,
I mean,
it could be anybody, but it's game 7.
First NHL player to get his C revealed on a prison jumpsuit.
they win the first 6 games of the season and then bring in, here's the captain to make us even stronger. And then inevitably they go on a losing streak. And that is what can be heard from 2 to 6 p.m. for about a month on 98.5 The Sports Hub in Boston. But yeah, the series is going at least 6, which is good because this series rocks.
It's always saves in 6.
Yo, win game 5.
I
Win game
would
5
like
at
to
home.
do that. I would prefer doing that as well.
I would say that's like a can't lose.
Well, it's certainly a must-win if I want to do a save. If the Sabres are going to win in 6, they quite literally have to win that game. So
I think if they want to win the series, that's a can't lose.
probably, but I agree. But also, like, if the Sabres do come back to Montreal and win game 6, then it's a fucking anything's possible. I wouldn't feel great about that.
Yeah, but coming back to Montreal, must-win game Saturday night, game 6
Dude,
at the Bell
Cole
Center.
Caulfield's hat trick to win it in
Holy
overtime.
moly! Yeah, you're finally.
I
You asked
launched
where's Cole
myself.
Caulfield been? He's been waiting for a Saturday night
Waiting
game.
for Saturday night. Yeah, because that's also ramification of the Sabres winning last night. Saturday night will be hockey night in Canada, 8 p.m. Eastern. Puck drop for Sabres Canadiens, which is going to be. I kind of happy it's in Buffalo. That being in Montreal would have been pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
If they win game 5, I'm going to be real tempted to go back to Buffalo.
For the watch party?
Yeah. For potential
come back
for
here.
up to 2 games.
Go to Montreal and then back here.
I think
Although I am interested to see because finally the Sabres are doing a watch party
Right.
in arena for game 6. And I feel like that's just going to be packed out. And that'll be cool.
but I think that I would do it just kind of anticipating that we're there for game 7.
This feels like it's got to go 7.
It does.
It's a Montreal Canadiens series.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But will the Knights and Ducks go 7 is the question, because Pavel Dorofeev wins it in overtime in game 5.
He had his Nathan McKinnon game.
yes,
He had a Nathan McKinnon game. That's right. He got hurt in the third period, came back. Was it third period? I think it was.
it was either second.
I
or
don't know
third.
when he got hurt. Yeah.
It looked rough coming
Yeah,
off the
he was
ice.
getting
He
helped
like,
limping
couldn't
onto
walk.
the
down the
bench.
tunnel, yeah.
Yep. And then faker that he is, scores in overtime. He dove. Nathan McKinnon. Someone did last night because everyone was diving in the Habs game.
Slav was the really bad.
Yeah, Slavkovsky's was horrible, but somebody yelled. They were like, "Oh, it was Max." Was like he dove. He said someone on the Sabres dove. He was like, "Oh, he dove like Nathan McKinnon." And I was like,
yeah.
"Guy knows puck." That is what we say about those guys. Knights up 3-2, going back to Anaheim. I'll say this one's going 7. I think the Ducks are going to force it.
This has big big coin flip. It's just like it's one of those things where like the series is so tight and close that people assume it's going to go 7. But the way I view that is that any game can go either way, which means the shit could be over in 6.
I just don't like my Duckies being in a must-win game in any
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you have to remember, we've had no chance to really. There haven't been enough strong reminders that like the Ducks, and I love them, are fucking asshole idiot children.
And we had this conversation last night because the Sabres looked like assholes for a lot of that game, being like, it's like Pete's big thing about you got to get punched in the mouth. Like that is clear. I don't want to say it was clear, but I guess kind of clear with like the Utah Mammoth. I think the Sabres were so much better than the Bruins that it was masked a little bit, but they didn't play particularly well in that series, and they haven't played well in this series despite it being tied. Like it was certainly evidence to support Pete's hypothesis there. The Ducks haven't really. They've kind of flown in the face of that a little bit, but
And I know nobody wants to hear it, but Carter Hart's been pretty good since the first round.
he has been.
He's been pretty good since
Yeah,
the
he's a
first round.
goalie.
And the Vegas Golden Knights have been a fairly good team since John Tortorella took over.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
they're
they've
grown
been a
up.
really
Yeah.
good team since John Tortorella took over, and they found their goalie who. Hart has his good and bad moments. He
He's just having a lot more good than bad
is
right
very
now.
much a goalie, but yeah,
I was
he's been
still
good.
deeply worried about him, or I guess not worried, but like not a believer in him after the first round. He was super shaky
Oh, yeah.
in moments against the Mammoth, and I just haven't seen that in this round.
But I don't think that, like, oh no, Carter Hart is locked in or anything. I don't think that way about really many goalies because it can flip so easily, and he's not
I don't necessarily
good
disagree.
enough for long enough stretches that I'm like, okay, well, they've figured it out.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, but he also hasn't. I thought for sure that at some point goaltending would be their undoing, and I thought that would probably come true in this series with all the firepower that Anaheim has, and it just hasn't been the case so far. And that's where I'm like, oh shit. Maybe he's gonna get
Vegas
through.
is like Carolina to me, where it's like their issue is historic, or not. I don't want to say historically, but like if they're getting good goaltending, then I think that team can do just about anything.
I'm still big time Ducky down.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd
Big
much
time.
rather Vegas, or I'd much
And I think
rather
they can come back
Anaheim
and win
the
this
series.
series.
I just don't think they're going to.
Craig Berube has been fired. The Leafs announced this morning, or I'm sorry, this morning, that they've fired Craig Berube after 2 seasons, I believe. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
2 seasons.
Yeah.
So add the Leafs to the list of teams, and we do not know the total number of teams that have coaching vacancies right now because one of them has kind of left it a little confusing, and they're, I think, rightfully getting ripped. I don't think they wanted that story to come out yesterday, but now, as we discuss the future of Bruce Cassidy, add Toronto to that list. Do you have any thoughts on them getting rid of Berube? I thought that was a formality. I thought that was always going to happen.
Same.
I didn't want them to do it because for their sake, they need to not have any more press conferences.
Yeah.
Now they've
Maybe
got
they
to
just don't hire a coach.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to. I mean, no. The horse becomes a coach. Horse can't talk.
It's like
promoted from within, but Keith Pelly can talk, and
it's
that's
like
the problem.
That is
King
the
of the Hill
problem.
thing.
He's got no one to. He's got no one to break it up.
It's not the other
It'll be
guys at the
pure
press
Keith
conference,
Pelly,
Sean,
yeah.
that are the problem. It's Keith Pelly being there.
No Harry Potter chat, but it's one of those things where, like, if you kill the person with that wand becomes yours.
Yeah.
If the horse kicks Craig Berube out,
He
horse becomes Craig Berube.
Yeah.
So the horse is going to get fired because Craig Berube got
Yeah,
fired.
fair enough.
Yeah. We all thought this was going to happen.
Yeah, and probably needed to happen. Still think Craig Berube's probably a good coach.
He'll get another job.
Not the right coach for that team.
Okay, so what do they do? Oh, do you have something?
Yeah, I was going to say I have a suggestion of who I want them to hire, and purely from chaos perspective, Patrick Waugh as head coach of the Toronto Maple
Dude,
Leafs.
that would be the greatest 2 months ever.
It really would.
It would be awesome.
It'd be so sick for a number of reasons. Obviously, he's got the Montreal Canadiens connection. Him going to Toronto would be electric. Also, Patrick Waugh coaching a team that's run by John Chayka and Keith Pelly. Fuck yeah.
Trying to keep
Can't imagine how that would go wrong.
using Patrick Waugh to try to keep Austin Matthews is amazing. But yeah, it would be the Chayka Waugh battery would be the most exciting derogatory thing in hockey.
He does have a track record of being able to coach up first overall picks.
Yes, did it with a guy called Gabriel Landeskog or Nathan McKinnon
Or Matthew Schaefer.
Matthew Schaefer.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
he can do it. He can do it. Matthew Schaefer was pretty good. as a
Somebody
rookie.
gotta do it.
I mean, I
Lamar.
do want Waugh to have a coaching job, preferably somewhere that's not Long Island, so we hear from him. Like, that'd be fun.
Here's my question for you.
Dude, Waugh in LA. Oh, do that.
Assuming there are 3 coaching jobs we're discussing right now, LA, Edmonton, and Toronto, which is the most appealing if you are Bruce Cassidy?
Edmonton.
I really don't know.
Correct answer.
Yeah.
It is Edmonton really more enticing if you're Bruce Cassidy than Toronto is. A, it's closer. Toronto is closer to home. B, if you're going to Edmonton, it's for maybe 2 years of Connor McDavid. Granted, you're Bruce Cassidy. You know that you shouldn't be planning on a long stay anyway.
Yes.
But if you are going to put down roots, or would you rather do it with Connor McDavid, best player in the world, everyone would want to coach him, with 2 years remaining, or starting from day one with Gavin McKenna? That, I think, is a question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's got to be, you got to know where the priority lies. Like, there's more job security in Toronto, I would say, because there's longer runway. There's not the pressure of stepping in and expecting to win on day one in Edmonton. But on the flip side, you're very close to being able to win immediately in Edmonton, especially if you're a very good coach, which I think Bruce Cassidy is. But again, like with Bruce Cassidy, I don't think that he should be plotting any long-term vision board, because we know the Bruce Cassidy experience sort of wears off after 2 or 3 years, and that's his lifespan.
And I do think that it will be a turnoff, the leadership in Toronto.
Maybe. I mean, I just don't. Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like Cassidy would do well in Toronto, like dealing with the Toronto-ness of it all. But I really don't know what to expect from Chaika and Pelly and Sundin.
Also, I don't know how much Bruce Cassidy is going to love coaching Gavin McKenna, who does not play defense at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're Toronto,
he did a great job. I'll say, like, Bruce Cassidy turned Jack Eichel into one of the best defensive players in the National Hockey League. And it's easy to forget that when Eichel went to Vegas from Buffalo, that boy wasn't playing defense. He didn't do shit.
No,
so,
but I mean,
like, he can... Like, Toronto should want Bruce Cassidy.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Given what he did with Jack Eichel.
Gavin McKenna just not want Bruce Cassidy.
Right.
Toronto should be giving Bruce Cassidy a blank check.
Yeah, I just feel like, you gotta, while he's young and malleable, be like, all right, you're in the NHL now. This is what this shit is like. You don't give him some like player friendly coach that's gonna take it easy on him. Which is not to say that, like, I think there are player friendly coaches who can get the best out of their guys. It just depends on the team, but like, make it clear to Gavin McKenna, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to play defense here.
Yeah.
Why not?
Chat says also you can go to Toronto if you want to coach McDavid.
I do love that we did not bring. We were like, which one of these three? And then didn't even
I
whisper
threw them
LA.
into in my notes. My question was, what's a more attractive job for Cassidy, Edmonton or Toronto? But I was like, we can put LA in there as well.
I mean, there's probably certain people where LA would be the most attractive of those jobs. It's like, it's not the pressure cooker that the other two are. You have no expectations really at this point, I would say. Like,
Nothing
I don't know,
fucking matters.
and like, I don't know. You have some talent around there. I don't know. Get something out of Quentin Byfield, maybe. Like, who knows?
If LA wants to keep playing the way that they've been playing for past several years, hire Craig Berube.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he can coach that team based off of the way that they're built right now.
Are there any horses in LA that he needs to worry about?
Oh, we have a video from Matthew Bove of Consta saying his own name.
Oh, that's huge.
Let me see this.
We've heard so many variations of this over the course of the day. Helenius.
Helenius. No, he so we were with Matthew Fairburn, the great Matthew Fairburn, the other night, and I asked him, I was like, what the fuck is it? And he said, I'm pretty sure it's Helenius, but people say Helenus or Helenius. Helenius. It's a like there's a little like yeah, just a little
Yeah.
So many variations of this over the course of the day. Helenius.
Helenius.
I like it.
Constant Helenius.
From Newfoundland.
What?
No, he's not, right?
Sure isn't.
No,
Oh,
Sweden.
he's
But we learned how to pronounce Newfoundland.
I mean, we talked about Alex Newhook.
What it?
Yeah.
Best player in the world from Newfoundland.
Where's he from?
I would have said Newfoundland.
So, yeah.
Want to know a trick? We learned this trick this week. Pronounce it like understand. Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They do. So they really hit that land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
They stick the landing.
Yes. The Kraken have hired a firm to see how bad they are. This from Fox 13. Fox 13, Seattle. The Seattle Kraken have partnered with the Sportsology Group to perform their external audit of their hockey operations department. Per the team's spokesperson, Sportsology is conducting a full assessment of all areas of hockey operations, including organizational structure, communication and decision-making processes, player development, amateur and professional scouting, analytics integration, coaching, roster coaching, just like slipping that in there. coaching, roster construction, philosophy, sports science, and medical support, overall resources, and the alignment between the NHL and AHL levels of the organization. Sportsology Group is led by who is the director of football operations for Chelsea FC for 6 years before founding the consultant group. Sportsology lists the Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles, Go Birds, Dallas Mavericks, Washington Wizards, Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment, blah, 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 as being clients they've worked with. Inter Miami, also there, FC Cincinnati, LAFC, Crystal Palace, Joe Gibbs Racing, Washington Commanders. Per their website, Sportsology Group says they are, quote, a leading provider of premium knowledge, strategic advisory, and operational support in the sports industry. Our expertise is focused on franchise owners, global leagues, and federations, and institutional investors, driving success and fueling transformative growth. We are dedicated to empowering sports organizations to create their own future. So in there, you learned other teams and organizations have done this before. Seattle Kraken hiring a firm to audit them and tell them, we doing a good job here? Behavior grade.
On the surface, like A, because
it's embarrassing, but I would, as we said, with getting out of some bad contracts and making trades, what's more embarrassing? That you stay shitty?
right,
Or
and-
that you
and
admit like
what
we're
we've-
fucking stuff up?
What we've constantly talked about with the Seattle Kraken is that they don't really have an identity. They don't really have something that they're building around, and they just have this sort of cloudy present and future. And if that's what this company does, then I support it. I have more questions just about like, what does all that mean?
Well, yeah, I agree.
That seems like a lot of word salad.
Big time.
And I'll say this for
And
the
I cut a ton of it out to get to that.
Yeah.
I'll say this for the Kraken. Like, I think the thing that makes them interesting is that they haven't been like fucking god awful. They've been like a weird mushy middle. Like a lot of this season, they were holding a playoff spot or right around a playoff spot. And I feel like that's where it becomes hard to self-analyze.
Well,
like when you're complete dog shit, it's easy to say that you're complete dog shit. But now is it like are they have they been overachieving? Like they beat the Avs in the first round 2 years ago. They were almost in a playoff spot this year. Like is that an overachievement masking some of the problems, or are they underperforming because of problems? Like
here's the issue. Being dog shit is one thing. Being directionless is worse. Like being
I would agree,
directionless
and that's kind of what I'm saying.
is the worst place to be.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, do they? Like, I feel like it's hard in that position to figure out what the actual problem is, because there are things that are going kind of well, and it's like
I don't know how much is going particularly well over there.
I guess better than expected.
And I think that a massive issue with the Kraken is a profound lack of leadership.
Yeah.
And Ron Francis did a terrible job in establishing the core of that team. And their head coaching hires have been very underwhelming to this point. And so if you need to do an audit with smart people, I question the lack of hockey expertise that has been attached to this company, Sportsology.
Yes.
I don't think they do have a ton of hockey background. I think that the Kraken needs smarter hockey people in terms of their leadership. Like they've been very analytically forward, which I appreciate, but I don't have a lot of faith in what they're building around in terms of like upper management, upper leadership, coaching staff on the hockey of it all.
I want them to come in and just be like, you guys should get McDavid. Be like, I know how to fix this. Hire a good coach and get good players.
John Cooper to the Kraken.
Yeah, hire
Step
Cooper
one.
and trade for McDavid. That'll fix it.
You guys should get Connor McDavid. $10 million, please. Thank you. That's your audits.
Yes. Young Gritty hates this group, by the way.
Why?
I don't know why, but in the chat,
Harris Blitzer, that's Philadelphia based.
Yeah. I mean,
He said, don't ask. He said, don't ask why he doesn't like them.
Oh.
So don't ask about it.
So quit asking.
It's not happening.
Let's hit some other stuff. Shout out to the shout out to the Barrie Colts. Eliminated, I believe. Yes. Swept. So post press conference. The Who Cares
Post-game
work
press
harder.
conference.
Their opponent did.
Yeah.
And beat them. So That didn't work.
That's just the way it is.
Charlie McAvoy swept. Charlie McAvoy suspended for 6 games. We already hit that. Victoire
wish.
win game 5.
Charlie McAvoy had been swept. He wouldn't be suspended 6 games.
Charlie McAvoy suspended 6 games for treating the ice like a damn cage.
Yeah.
He was in the cages, just
Swinging away.
taking cuts.
Yeah.
Victoire win game 5 over the Frost. Will meet the Charge in the Walter Cup final. Means for the first time there will be a new Walter Cup champion. Charge and right
Time.
Oh yes, famously Charge because of the first time.
Yes.
Charge, Montreal will meet in the final. Excited to see how a Canadian team will somehow not win this title.
The Frost losing means that the Buffalo Bandits are still the most recent North American professional sports franchise to win back-to-back championships.
Nobody gives a fuck.
We didn't need to know it. What?
I can't. You can't also be anti-bandits.
I know.
I can.
Well, I mean, you can
Well,
be
I
whatever
like
you, but
being
I like
anti-bandits, but yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I'm only doing this to torture Pete.
Point taken. Anne Renee Desbiens with the play of the game last night. The play of any game, which is look at this kick save that she makes in this massive elimination, winner take all, game 5 against the Frost.
To Murphy, just can't convert. What a save, and then back down the other end of the ice. What a kick save.
Whoop.
You got the glove.
You know who loves that save?
Lena Solmark.
The boys.
No, that restaurant from Office Space. Because lot of flair.
Yes, a lot of flair.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of pins, badges.
A lot of flair on that one.
Amazing.
Do you remember my immediate reaction when you showed me that?
It was funny.
No, I think you said.
Why is she doing all that?
Yeah.
Why? That's the most. Looked sick.
Because it's dope as shit.
Looked fucking awesome.
Rule of cool.
Nothing gets the boys going like a windmill, and nothing gets the ladies going like a fucking sick spinning kick save.
A kick mill.
Completely unnecessary. It's the most like diving after you've already caught the ball type bullshit ever, but I love it.
That is like Roberto Luongo before the 2011 Cup final was speaking as complimentary of Tim Thomas as he could, but you could tell deep down like he had like big scrums and everything, and like they dissipate, and then when it's just a few people, you know, the conversation becomes a little more honest, and you're just like, I'm just like never gonna look like that. And he didn't say like because I am a positionally sound goalie, but like he makes the coolest saves in the world, and I watch them and I'm like, how the fuck did he do that? I couldn't. If I played goalie like that, I would let in a lot of goals. He plays goalie like that, and everything looks fucking amazing. I gotta say, ask any Boston fan, who's your favorite Bruins goalie? They're gonna be like, Tim Thomas was fucking cool.
I mean, Dominic Hasek, fucking, that was his game. You just run it, motherfuckers, and not everybody can do that.
The best.
It's also like a lot of people who love those types of players make fun of them quite a bit when it backfires, because it backfires a lot, because that doesn't always work, and you look like the stupidest person in the world if you don't make the save.
Oh yeah, it's like when Shooter tries to do the like Gilmore swing and he's missing.
Yeah,
some people got it.
If that goes by her, that's got to be an interesting film session the next day. Being
Some
like,
people
what's going on there?
Born to take risks.
Yeah.
But like Aaron Desbiens is like one of the best goalies in the world.
Probably the best, to be quite honest.
Might be
Franklin
Frankel
didn't have,
down.
Franklin didn't have a great
did
playoff.
not have a good postseason, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's fine. Frankel down.
And I'm pretty sure Desbiens had a better season than she did statistically.
We're Frankel down.
I think Desbiens' efficiency rating was higher than Frankel's.
Frankel phones don't care.
Valid.
Desbiens is awesome. Allez, Victoire. Who are we rooting for in the Walter Cup
Victoire,
final?
I have no interest in anything that has to do with Ottawa hockey, if I'm being honest. Respect to those women. But I'm Victoire down.
I feel like
The pride of Buffalo, New York.
I'm into the Victoire the way that I'm into the Habs. And I rooted for the Habs big time in the 2021 Cup final because that was the funniest shit in the world. But I feel like I can never truly don the Montreal shit.
That's the thing. I feel like I can't.
That's fair.
I feel like I can't. And I know it's different between like Bruins and Canadians, but there's still something there that I just feel like I can't.
I mean, I feel like the Fleet's biggest rival is the Victoire.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why they put them at the big arenas.
Like, would consider myself a Fleet fan. I'll enjoy all the PWHL the way that I enjoy all of the NHL, but like I do happen to have a team, and it's the Victoires rival.
And it's better for Fleet optically if they lose to the eventual champions.
True, that is true. I just honestly, I think the Ottawa Charge have one of like the worst logos in professional sports.
It's pretty bad.
I don't want to see that anywhere. Like as little as possible, please. Plus, as a PWHL Hamilton guy, can't root for another team in Ontario.
Oh damn, you're gonna go crazy for PWHL Hamilton because you love PWHL and Hamilton.
And oh yeah, that's true. Never been to Hamilton, Ontario though.
We can change that.
Colors look kind of bad.
When you yell
Worried
shoot at the PWHL Hamilton game, they yell back, "Don't worry, I'm not throwing away my shot."
You don't have the PWHL colors handy, do you?
I do. Oh well, I can pull the graphics, but
there was a lot of discourse in the chat earlier about the Vegas colors.
I'm a huge fan of the Vegas colors.
Jazzy Cornflakes is okay. So Jazz, who is at Jasmine, who was at the bar last night, is like, you guys were saying like, oh, that's like one of the heavy people in the chat, like very prominent. And I guess I just needed to see the name, and then I saw because it's Rick Astley, I believe they've got there as the unless or it's something that looks like Rick Astley, but they just commented, and I'm like, oh yes, yeah, that's Rick Astley, big time. He's never gonna give you up,
never. Also, Jazzy Cornflakes gave us an incredible Patrick top cheese.
You say gave us. I have held on to that thing like for fucking dear life. I am stealing the shit out of that.
I feel like that's got to go in the studio.
It does go in the studio, but it's going to be in my pocket, in the studio, in my wallet.
Unbelievable work.
So very good. Cool. Already have plans on other things we can have Jasmine make us. We'll be commissioning. Fuck yeah.
Shout out Jazzy Cornflakes, a.k.a. Jazzy Cuckold.
Chat says DJ Alex Lyons, Jazzy Cornflakes. Hand up. I did. It was nice seeing you again, Jazzy Cornflakes.
Here are the colors. Oh.
Let's see.
I love Hamilton. That is,
I liked Hamilton a lot, but Derek was saying
it's very
Washington
Commies.
It's very Commanders forward.
It's also very Minnesota forward, and Minnesota has some of the best uniforms in college hockey.
That is true. I mean, it really just going to depend on what they do with the actual branding after year one. I just love, and I think it's a little. I don't love it as much when you take the logo in a vacuum or whatever, but like on this kind of cactus desert kind of imagery, I really like how Vegas is the green and yellow play.
That's very drab, I would say.
It is a bit drab.
It just depends on the jerseys and everything and the actual logo when they get that. Because like I don't know, the scepter or not the scepters, the Golden Eyes colors didn't exactly excite me, and I think they have pretty cool branding now.
I like that they're doing different things.
Same.
Like they're taking chances, or I guess going off the boring NHL.
You keep saying they're doing different things by doing a women's league. Pete, it's hockey, man. You're saying that.
I was saying that about the colors.
I was kidding.
I know.
Oh, you're saying that about colors?
They're trying different things.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. He's getting there eventually.
No, I really like Hamilton and their colors. So I'm excited to see those uniforms. I've been begging for a team to do like that sort of color scheme in the NHL. And like Vegas, I want to see green and yellow make its way to the NHL at some point. Other than the Minnesota reverse retros, not that green and yellow. I don't think.
I mean, again, for me, it really is just going to depend on how the jerseys actually come out. But Detroit, by the way, is like, I think they're doing black and silver with like red accents, and I think that's going to look sick. Like a little nod to the Red Wings, but still their own kind of brand. And then I think the next one is expected to be San Jose. So I'm interested to see what that one's going to look like. I hope they get some. Not exactly the Sharks, but I'd like them to stay with kind of an aqua theme. I think it'd be cool.
Aqua theme. Okay, last thing I want to do before we get to the slate. Want to do a little stonk watch before we leave Montreal, okay? Things that we've got like stonks up, stonks down.
Is this inspired by a T-shirt that you're wearing?
Oh no!
Yes, it might be.
Yes, yeah.
I'm wearing a very sick T-shirt, and somebody in the chat asked where I got it. I got it at the Habs team store, of course. This is metal, and it's a great, nice, oversized T-shirt. Love it. Very happy with the purchase. Chat's been going crazy whole show, saying DJ's looking good today. What is it?
I look real good.
I look
today.
real good today. You know what I'm saying, Sean?
No, I don't.
I look.
You don't know
real
what I'm
good
saying when I
today.
say I look real good today?
Well, I suppose I know what you're saying. I don't know what you're referencing.
It's
like
a song
that
that's in a commercial.
iPhone commercial.
I look real good today.
No,
It's just a song about I look real good today.
you do look real good in that shirt.
Thank you very much. So stonks from being in Montreal. Up, definitely metal, because I was famously not a metal person early on in the season.
You're a new metal person.
Youpie down, but yeah, now I'm newly a metal person. So yes, you could say that I am a new metal person. Spelt NU. Very cool, and also metal was cool to us.
Yeah, he was. He's
Got to do the big
good
dog.
sport. Yep.
To metal.
Gave a little back and forth with him. I said that he was cool, and then he got real excited, and I said, but the Sabres are cooler, and then he punched me in my face. But no, yeah, metal's a cool sport. No interaction with Youpie. I feel like metal's more of a man of the people. Youpie's wasn't around, wasn't accessible.
Youpie's taking care of all his kids.
Yeah,
Youpie,
yeah, true. He's got a herd.
Youpie busy. Up, leather jackets. You see a lot of leather jackets in Montreal. I
Not
don't really
something I
see
noticed.
many around Boston.
I can't say that's something I noticed, but you did mention that last night.
I mean, people
Something
in
about
Montreal
leather
are very
jackets.
cool,
Yeah,
like
something about
fashion forward.
Leather jackets and cigarettes seem like they go together. It's a big cigarette city.
Big
Very
cigarette
European.
city.
Yeah.
Yep, very European. And
I would say also one thing that I noticed fashion-wise here is that a lot of people have their jersey sweaters like tied around their neck
yes.
or waist like a sweater.
It's a
and use it as
huge-
an accessory.
It's a huge I'm gonna throw this on over whatever I'm wearing at the game. A lot of collars through the top of the jersey.
Yes.
lots of collars through the jersey.
Which I fucking hate.
And-
And
hate.
kind of endearing here a little bit.
And I'll say stonks up while we're doing jersey talk. I said this last time I came to Montreal. The Fanatics breakaway jersey is a popular item here in Montreal. Do you notice this? A lot of the jerseys that you see fans wearing are not premium, but breakaway, which does cause some trouble because on the Canadiens jersey, when you use the thinner materials, the numbers, it's like there's a speed bump.
Oh, I
under
have
the-
noticed
yeah,
that. I didn't know. I didn't really clock it being
Which there's
breakaway
not a right or wrong way to
fake
do
or
it
whatever,
because breakaway jerseys are way more comfortable. And like if you're gonna throw on a jersey and you want to be able to move
especially
around
if you're
and
gonna
have some
tie it around
fun,
your fucking neck,
Yeah.
not having stitched on numbers.
yeah, so maybe that's it. It's like a thin top layer that you can put over everything, and they
Yeah.
do bulk up.
I mean, that I think is one of the coolest aesthetic things about this city is just like literally everyone wears a red Habs jersey.
Yes.
Everyone.
I didn't
And it's
see
crazy.
one white Habs jersey. I really don't think I saw one.
I'm sure I did because I saw a couple of people in like reverse retros, stuff like that. Like you see a blue one here and there, which
It's
throws
just-
me off so bad. The
it's
lighter blue
such
ones
an
aren't as
eyesore.
bad, but like the royal blue ones that they wore just don't do it for me at all.
They're definitely not bad in a vacuum, but like when you're in the
You're literally-
sea of
yeah.
red, it's just such an eyesore.
And you're taking what is maybe the best jersey in hockey and being like, but what if we flipped everything about it? And it doesn't work as well.
Somebody in the chat said Toronto is a fashion city. Montreal is not a fashion city. I feel like they both are.
Different ways, I would say.
I feel like
This is
Montreal has
artier.
been very artsy,
Yeah.
and like that to me doesn't exclude you from fashion.
Yeah.
That kind of it's a different kind of fashion.
I would say Toronto's a little more high fashion, whereas this
Yeah.
is more of like a streetwear kind of arty vibe.
Montreal is effortless fashion.
Yeah,
I would say.
I fucking love this place, dude. I want to live here.
It's a great
so
city.
bad.
Okay, and then up. Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yes.
Very
noticed
popular song in Montreal. They are frequently letting the dogs out in Montreal.
Frequently.
I've heard a lot of Baja Men in the last few days. Haven't complained once, but I brought up last night they were playing at the bar, and I was like,
Oh, we are getting cooked for
Wait, what?
our fashion insight, I think.
I'm confused.
who cares? we didn't mean it. We're joking.
I don't know what was so wrong.
Oh, I think they're cooking the person that said Montreal doesn't have good fashion. Or that Toronto's the fashion city.
Oh, they're talking
maybe.
about each other. Yeah, fight amongst yourselves. Get them and be nice to them. Okay. Yeah. I said last night at the bar, I was like, they play Who Let the Dogs Out a lot here. And everyone was like, obviously, like, yeah, they play like Hey Jude as well. Are you not letting the dogs out? And I was like, oh, damn.
Not with this consistency.
Yeah, like I'm very down to let the, and I think that Who Let the Dogs Out is a very fun song. Shout out the Baja Men. Everybody watch Jack Tucker's special on Netflix. He's got a great Baja Men joke. They are, I mean, I feel like David Backus in Russia. I'm gonna have to bring back like 50 dogs with how many have been let out.
I mean, it's not just the spins either. Like sometimes they just break into the Who Let the Dogs Out chant.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like did that outside of the arena before game 3. It was like, what the fuck? And that was before we heard it played. So we were like, those guys just like letting the dogs out? That's crazy.
That.
Sometimes you got to let the dogs out.
Getting a handful of yippee-I-Os in the chat.
Do we? Oh.
You know what that song's about?
Yippee-I-O. No.
I do. It's
Ugly Women.
Oh.
No, is it?
Yes.
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that.
It does.
That's it's not great when you dig a little deeper into what they're talking about, but yes,
credit to them that it was a dog song that is derogatory against women, and they didn't use the B word.
Yeah, that is a good point.
True.
That's right. That's on a silver platter.
It's a woke sexist song. Baja Men, Patrick Rickeri, come on, man. I know that's one of the Baja Men. Thank you to Jack Tucker.
Hey, how do we know that it's about women? Why can't it just be ugly people?
I guess it could be ugly people. Yeah, sure.
Dogs can be males too, Pete.
Maybe they're very progressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who let these ugly human beings out? They're still calling people ugly either way.
Stonks up on names of things that are named in French.
Oh my God.
A lot of fun words that seem that almost get into some dangerous territory. Couche-tard, a very popular spot.
Night owl.
In what's that?
I said night owl.
Which means night owl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I naturally like. If you have any late night Evan Bouchard moments, like Bouchard, like late night Evan Bouchard.
But the problem is that sounds like you're saying like libtard or something like that.
Yeah, but not for the French.
Yes, I did. We were waiting. We were in the parking garage. We were waiting for you and Derek. One of you went to your car to drop something off, and in my peripheral vision, I could see that I was standing with Pete, and I could see someone was there in the corner of my eye, and I thought that it was one of you two just standing around. And I said, "What up, my couche-tards?" And it was just like a French guy.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're just saying, "What's up, my night owls?"
Yeah.
In the middle of the day, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. While we're on this.
Oh, the D is silent.
Oh, couche-tard. Oh, I like couche-tard.
That makes a lot more sense.
While we're talking about Montreal and canceled songs and dicey language, this has unlocked a memory for me when I was at the draft in Montreal a number of years ago. The DJ at the Bell Center played Let's Get It Started, but the other version, and played the entire song during the middle of the NHL draft. And this was in like 2023 or something. And I was looking around, I was like, is nobody hearing this? This is crazy.
There have been times where
Yes.
There have been times where I've been at sporting events and I've heard like they'll accidentally sneak in an uncensored song. I've heard songs before. I think I've been at a baseball game or something, and they like one of the songs let the N-word in it, and I was like, nobody seems to be really reacting to that. And I wasn't offended because it was a song, but like I was like, I don't think that. I started like I felt like I was getting gaslit by the crowd, being like, did I hear that wrong?
You know what they did last night at the bar? I mean, we've had an interesting week for songs of people that we were like, we're not doing songs by that person, or we're not doing that song anymore. Kiss Kiss has re-entered the zeitgeist, but also
shout out T-Pain.
Last night, T-Pain on those collabs were just amazing.
Happy boy.
Freeze also amazing. The last night, like late in the Habs game, they were blurring lines.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow.
They played Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke.
Oh.
That song is deeply canceled.
That's one was, I think they was like canceled
They canceled
like,
the song and the music
by
video.
the time it was like canceled before it won like record of the year at the Grammys. It was like they were already like, we're not doing that one.
There was a real moment for like 5-6 months where Robin Thicke was getting famous, and then everybody decided, we can't let this guy be famous.
I do remember that.
Absolutely cannot be famous.
Yo, I feel like T-Pain, we say this about a lot of people, I feel like T-Pain would come on the show. Chad
Probably.
is giving it up for T-Pain.
T-Pain
is, from everything I've seen of him, an extremely cool, personable guy.
He credited a free concert he did in Buffalo at Canalside as like revitalizing his career, because he did a free concert at Buffalo at Canalside where they had the watch party, or like the watch parties for home games. There were people like literally hanging off of street lamps like it was a post-cup celebration just to get a glimpse of T-Pain.
Hell yeah.
Because it's Buffalo and we don't usually get people.
T-Pain's a big fan of Friday Night Marbles. I don't know why I said it that way. T-Pain is a big fan of Friday Night Marbles.
Is that right?
He was one night.
Hell yeah.
Really?
We rated him after Friday Night Marbles on Twitch, and he was like, "Oh, what up, Pete Blackburn?" And everybody was like, "Friday Night Marbles," and he was like, "Whatever that is, cool."
Oh, so he like knows.
Oh yeah, like got the T-shirts and everything.
So he was like, Pete from Friday Night Marbles?
Yeah. Got the T-shirt and everything.
Pete Blackburn, the marble racer.
Yeah. So
Sean, hit me with the slate. We have, I think we're going to.
My good friend.
Yes. Hit me with the slate, Sean. It's a thick one. Minnesota Wild. Yeah, that Wisconsin line changed lives. Minnesota Wild at Colorado Avalanche. This one shifts back to Colorado with the Avs up 3-1. They can finish off the Wild. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern. I want this one to go 7. I've said I want this one to go 7. And I'm becoming more and more of a Wild fan as this goes on. Not to say anything against the Avalanche. Last 2 shows, we've not made any jokes about the Avalanche. Avalanche are fucking
top 10 team in the league.
Amazing. They're top 10. It looks like they are just mowing teams down on the way to the Cup final. Still just 1 loss so far, but I want that to be a good one, and I want it to be high event. There's only 1 game tonight, so can we just get some motion? Can we get a game with a little motion?
Can a white boy get a little motion? Can Nathan McKinney get a little motion? Or no, can fucking Boldy get a little motion?
Yeah. We need some Matt Boldy in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do motion more on the show.
We'll see how I feel about that. It depends how that one plays out. I don't know. I like it right now. That's subject to change.
God forbid a white boy get a little motion. Sorry, Sean.
God forbid a white boy say motion a bunch.
The stills from this week on Instagram are going to be, y'all mind if a mixed race podcast play a little jazz, and y'all mind if a white boy get a little motion? And that's just going to be stills of Sean not saying anything.
I think the series ends tonight, by the way.
Ooh.
5-4 overtime. I think we're getting a little like Utah Mammoth, Vegas Golden Knights. Like the game's going to rock, and then it's just going to end with the Avs winning because the Avs are. Avs fan Orange Joe saying that historically the Avs are not allowed to win a series on home ice, though.
How about emotion? Someone says, shout out, dear friend of the podcast, Nora Princiotti, got married over the weekend, and her first dance was Cut to the Feeling by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Ball knower.
That is truly, that is the best first dance song I've ever heard of.
Can I?
No offense.
It's unorthodox, I would say. Like it's a, what are you going for? Are you going for like cheesy, kind of emotional, slow song?
Emotional.
Based on my understanding of the Carly Rae Jepsen experience, based on your understanding of the Carly Rae Jepsen experience, how do I want to phrase this?
I believe it was. I have to assume. I believe her lovely husband is named Bobby.
So that's what
got
I was
to assume it was a Bobby.
I was going to ask if she was marrying a man.
Yep.
Because I don't know Nora. Because you called her a ball knower, she might not at all. That might have just.
Oh no, Nora.
She has literally written the music. She has literally written the book on women pop music from 1999 on. She has a book called Hit Girls. Famously, I've discussed it.
So she's like the only woman.
We were talking
that
about reading, and
Carly
I
Rae
blurted
Jepsen.
out Hit Girls, and then had to clarify we were not talking about taking penalties in the PWHL. We were saying there was a book called Hit Girls, like It Girls, by Nora Princiotti, and I'll tell you what, that's one of those books I go into being like, I'm already going to know all this shit, but I want to hear it from my friend. A lot of shit in there I didn't know. Extremely good book. Strongest recommendation. But yeah, First Dance, Cut to the Feeling. Great stuff. Good pick, Bobby.
She's the only woman who likes Carly Rae Jepsen.
Carly,
You guys.
Is Carly Rae Jepsen's child a daughter?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's ask AI.
To generate Carly.
Sportsnet, please generate Carly Rae Jepsen's family so we can find
grown
out.
up and at the concert of their choice.
Oh, people are complaining that we're doing hit chat.
Apologies.
But as Jazzy Cornflake said that she's a woman who likes Carly Rae Jepsen, so you guys have lied to me. You've led me to believe that it was only men.
People lie all the time, Sean. So
enough.
we lied or they lied.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
maybe
found
Jazz
out
is just lying.
in my Carly Rae Jepsen fandom, in the growing fandom of this show, that a lot of women like
There
Carly
are
Rae
some.
Jepsen.
Yes.
They just don't go to the concerts.
Yeah. You like them, but you don't support the artist.
You don't stand on business. Yeah.
Difference between you and literally every man who has heard Carly Rae Jepsen.
Dematerializing because I can't be a woman who likes CRJ. Just ceasing to exist because you're not. Women can't like Carly Rae Jepsen.
Okay. I do want to talk about our Sports Interaction pick for this game, and it's going to be brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Bet the action on every period, every shift, every shot with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. Sports Interaction, Ontario only 19+. Please play responsibly. God forbid goals have a little motion in this game. I just want to take the over. I feel like we don't do that too often. Just say, fuck it. We're taking the over.
Yeah.
Over 6.5 goals in this one. You like it?
Let's manifest it, yeah.
Manifest it. Give us some goals. We're only getting one hockey game. PWHL is off. Everybody else is off. Give me goals. Sorry, UC Saros.
We have we have some breaking news.
Should I wrap up?
Wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, bet with live odds on every play with easy deposits and payouts. Go to sportsinteraction.com/whatchaos to open an account. Ontario only, 19+. Please play responsibly.
A second, Bruce Cassidy has been not given permission to speak to a team report has hit the timeline.
It's confusing.
It's very confusing.
So I'm looking
Unlike the other one.
I'm looking at an Oilers Nation article right now, and it said that Tuesday afternoon, a Kings reporter stated that Cassidy interviewed with the team last Friday.
Correct. Yes.
Elliott jumped on 880 Ched with Bob at the top of his show. Oilers now seemingly confirming that report, saying, I have had someone tell me that although the team has not confirmed it, he has been given permission to talk to the Kings. Turns out that might not be the case, as Freeman walked back those comments on Wednesday's edition of 32 Thoughts in conversation with co-host Kyle Bukowskis. Hopefully Kyle could see Elliott and was not blinded. As of late Tuesday night when we recorded this pod, Kyle, I am under the impression that neither the Oilers nor the Kings have yet to be given permission to talk to Bruce Cassidy, he said. So as I understand it, it wasn't just an Edmonton thing.
Yeah, so Zach Dooley, who works for the Kings, said credited Elliott's report. But yesterday it was reported by John Rosen. I don't know respectfully what his credentials are. He said, I've been informed Cassidy interviewed with the Kings this past Friday. So somebody's wrong here.
I don't know if he had interviewed, but I thought there had been communication.
So he's speaking, not speaking. I don't know. Somebody's joking. Somebody's just joking.
A little weird. It's it says what could be holding up the Golden Knights in all of it, an executive theorized to Friedman, is the potential that Vegas could be waiting to find out how much of the $4.5 million they owe Cassidy they would be on the hook for. But I feel like you can't find that out until
they know what the
talk to
contract's
somebody
gonna
and
be.
he gets a contract.
Yeah.
Well, what are the Vegas Golden Knights doing?
I want them to lose, man.
So do I. I just don't think it's going to happen.
John Rosen is the former LA Kings insider, says Stacey Fay.
Whack, whack, whack.
So now this is Vegas. Vegas is asking the question, what's a more attractive job, Edmonton or LA? And they say, same thing, same job, same players, same roster.
It's the same freaking thing, man.
Same freaking thing.
Move on.
Same city.
Same. Yes. Hit me with super chats, Sean.
Oh, we got 8 of them.
Let's do it. 8. One from Jose on the air. Speaking of the Kings, last night's commentary on ESPN. Nope. Jose on the air. Nope.
Bills fan or Sabres fan.
Sabres fan, I apologize. Last night's commentary on ESPN was so bad it made the Ottawa Senators fan statement sound like the Gettysburg Address. I miss MSG. Go Sabes.
Go Sabes.
Patricia says, do we care about Worlds?
No.
I only care in the context of the U.S. being like, we don't care about this shit, and Canada being like, we're sending all of our good players.
Paradicycle
we need to win
dreams.
something.
Alex Steves is on the Team USA roster.
And Evan Bouchard and Sidney Crosby and Macklin Celebrini are on Team Canada.
Yeah.
Steve. Paradicycle Dream says Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen dreams. Luxury Trash says, if we're weighing in on bad bitches, could we talk about Carlos Alcaraz's photo shoot for a second?
Carlos Alcaraz
Sean,
is a bad bitch.
you may.
He's a bad bitch. Do you know who Carlos Alcaraz is?
From baseball.
No.
No, he's a tennis
He's a
player.
tennis player, the Spaniard. Very good-looking man, very good at tennis, very fun guy.
Speaking of very good-looking men, before yesterday's game, there was a commercial featuring former NHLer, longtime NHLer, Max Talbot. And Max Talbot is aging phenomenally.
Yeah.
I don't really know what he
Extremely
looked like,
handsome
but he
man.
looked very good in that video.
Extremely handsome.
Whatever. Was that a commercial? Was that like
I think
a
it might have been like a
package
pregame
thing?
package type of thing. Yeah, because he was talking about like he had his ring on and everything. But
He looked
still,
damn
he looked
good.
very good.
And he always had it going on, but sometimes you retire, you go the wrong way
a
for
lot
a little
of
bit.
fucking really beautiful people in this part of the world.
Yeah,
He has, Max Talbot has a little bit of
Three
like
more?
Three
Javier-
more since we got here.
Derek Erasure, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck.
Tough. Max Talbot has a little bit of like Javier Bardem going.
Yes.
He's very, very handsome.
And you want to have a lot of that going. The Shadier Twin says, so speaking as a fan who remembers Vancouver in 2011, where is the bunker you're filming from? Montreal may need it if the Habs get knocked out in the final. Don't you dare do anything to this city, Montreal. Don't
Yeah,
you
go-
touch
go
our
over to, like,
beautiful land.
That's what fans should do. They should go to like other cities if they want to get upset. Like, why destroy your own place? Go fuck up Ottawa.
I mean, I don't think Ottawa's going to like that. But
No, but it does. It makes more sense.
I would prefer if Montreal did not get fucked up by its own.
That's what I'm
or
saying.
anybody, yes.
Yes.
Eful man says
Yep.
Phillips erasure.
Yep. Sorry, Gwyneth.
Gwyneth Phillips?
Yeah, goalie. Probably
Okay.
from the goalie chat
Okay.
earlier.
Michael Curtis
We
says,
can find out. That's going to be a good little head-to-head in the Walter Cup final.
Michael Curtis says the MLR's New England Free Jacks, not the Buffalo Bandits, are the most recent
Ooh.
3-time North American professional sports champions.
Is that
Sean, you gotta
true?
do me
Are
a
they-
favor and get fucked.
Are they? I mean, technically speaking, the Bandits are still currently defending 3-time back-to-back champions. I just don't really know when.
They're not the most recent.
I don't know when they won their last. I don't know anything about American rugby, if I'm being honest with you, but I do respect rugby. So I if that is the case, then I will make sure that Pete respects both indoor lacrosse and rugby.
I don't. I do
You don't-
respect rugby, though.
I was gonna say, I was like, that'd be crazy.
By the way, it says the Shadier Twin. By the way, I'm as excited as what?
I just looked ahead and I saw what one of the super chats is, and I'm so excited.
The Shadier Twin says, by the way, I'm excited as an opponent of PWHL Hamilton because they're already the hammer, so I can call them tools.
What?
That's pretty good. Yeah, like you call the team the Hammer.
Well,
Say they're tools.
the problem with that is that the
What do you know about carpentry, masonry?
shout out Jesus. The New York Islanders are moving their AHL team from Bridgeport to Hamilton, and one of the 3 names that they got copyrights for that they're considering are the Hammers. So I doubt the PWHL team is going to be called the Hammers. I think it's the Hammers, something else in the Havoc, and I like the Hamilton Havoc. I do not like the Hammers.
Super chat from David Carlson. My guy says, Chaboy played after CRJ at Paris Pop Radio Show 14. You went after CRJ? Maybe it was like an after party thing, or maybe you were headlining, David. You headline our super chats.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy. David Carlson also adds, not bragging. Needed a pick-me-up after last night. No, you're good.
I love providing his own pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed a pick-me-up, so
I just thought back.
complimented myself. Yeah. I remembered I did some cool shit.
We'll do some pick-me-up chat in a second. Danis79 says, missed most of the stream today. Please pray for DeWild. Hey,
I think they need more than prayers.
Yep, maybe prayers. Speaking of pick-me-ups, we started this day poorly. We want to get up early, go get bagels. We're unable to do it. So we haven't had bagels, even though there was a lot of conversation about like what is Montreal's bagel reputation. Emily Kaplan confirmed.
I still might get bagels on the way out, depending on how Derek's feeling.
Emily Kaplan confirmed this is the bagel place. Like this is where you get bagels. But we
This is
haven't
where
been able to do it
puck
so
knowers get
far.
bagels.
We were a little slow getting out. Pete was in the bathroom getting ready for the show. And when we were in the drive-thru, Pete and I realized when we spoke to the drive-thru how fucking bad we sounded. Tired. So Sean and I, before the show, we were doing the Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen thing to try to get our brains sharp. I was doing jumping jacks, try to get a little more loosey-goosey. Sean says, let's start doing some push-ups. So we were just out here doing push-ups, and it rocked. Pete opened the door from the bathroom.
I was doing vocal stems saying Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in the bathroom by myself, open the door and see these two guys doing fucking push-ups. I was like, what is going on?
It was a, great.
It felt like bonding, though.
You didn't mention, by the way, Stocks Up, smoked meat. Had that shit back-to-back nights. That shit absolutely rocks.
Do we have any stocks down?
Not really. It's been a great trip.
Stocks Up. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say that here. I'm going to respect Posh Blues sponsors.
Oh, I will say stocks down on the ability to find marijuana.
You just gotta know
if someone was trying
to. Stocks down.
I personally wasn't.
I guess the stocks haven't changed. We just learned what the stocks were, where the stocks were at.
Yeah, it's just the learning curve was steeper than I wanted it to be.
It's not as accessible.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we might go shoot one more thing before we head back. I think we kind of got to do that. But someone says you get a bag of warm bagels for the road. I do know that Fluto does that. The great Fluto Shinzawa does it every time he comes to Montreal. And if Fluto does it, shouldn't we? Why can't I, Liz Fairvoice? This has been a great show. It's been a great time in Montreal. Dude. Thank you so much to La Poche Bleu for hosting us. Max LaPierre, Tomboy Max as well, Julia, everybody from the Nation is the best. We got to hang out, I said, we got to hang out with Amil, who is like our older brother, dad, and best friend at the same time. Amy, who fucking rocks.
I think it was the first time I met Amil in person.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't fucking love Amil.
Oh, yeah, because when he went to Boston, you weren't there.
Or I left at that point. Not the first time I had met Nick. Nick's a great hang.
Nick is brilliant. He's helped us with so much technical stuff. Amil's like a very important person in my life.
Yeah. All three of them are very important people. All three.
He answers every time I call.
Yeah.
Which is I don't have family who
I feel like Amil is on the phone at all times.
Yo, did you hear
Nick talking about
the drive down from Toronto.
Just on a meeting the whole
time. He had to
time.
be like, Amil, you got to stop taking meetings in the car.
with other people, doing like a 5-hour road trip and then just taking meetings the entire time on speakerphone is such bad behavior.
Have we talked about what we've been doing? And we do got to get out for the Patreon?
No, I was going to say Stonks Up, final Stonks Up, Daisy Jones and the Six, because we've been doing the Daisy Jones and the Six audiobook in the car, and I've not wanted to leave Montreal at all. But I am excited to be back on the road for like 5 hours to just do more Daisy Jones.
We're kind of Squid Game. We're kind of DJ Chicago Squid Gaming Daisy Jones and the Six now. If Pete and I are in the car for a couple of minutes, we'll be like, let's get a little bit. And I mean, the cast is amazing. Pablo Schreiber, amazing. The fucking legend that is Judy Greer playing Karen. So good. Crazy about it. I'm not a big, I told you, the audiobooks, I really only have experience with David Sedaris books. I'll just buy those, listen to them, chuckle. It's a great time. But if audiobooks are going to have Judy Greer, I'm listening to audiobooks.
Yeah, I mean, this one is a very fun one because of all the voice acting, and they do it like documentary style, which is really, really cool. And I didn't know that was how this book was structured.
You should audiobook just like the first episode of Off Campus. Like, just listen to it. Don't watch it.
Off Campus is out, the TV show. Today, I believe. So I'm going to check that out this weekend. I might come with a report.
Incredibly low expectations, if I'm being honest. I know it's like, it looks like it's going to be well produced or whatever, but
a listener slid in my DMs and was like, you got to check out this show. It's got some crazy shit to it, and both endearing and derogatory. And that is my favorite kind of show.
I mean, my thing with a hockey show is always going to be, what does the hockey look like? Like, I'm always just fascinated in are we going to get a Shane Hollander getting his clock cleaned at center ice type of scene?
I did see we have a Stephen Coletti hockey project coming to Netflix at some point. I don't know what that's going to be all about.
I also, while we're talking about shit pop culture-y, I saw the video of some New York Times people who made that list of the 30 American songwriters did like a podcast or a video talking about like the backlash they've gotten and explaining like, oh, why'd you put this person? Why'd you leave this person on? It is the most pretentious, you don't know what you don't know thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. And the guy, I forget his name, but the guy, the New York Times writer, talking about why he left Billy Joel off was
it the,
I said pretentious
he's really good
already.
at writing 1.5 songs line?
Yes. He said, oh, well, like Billy Joel is the type of person, and he's very well spoken, Harvard educated guy. Was like Billy, but it's like Rick Beato made a video about it. Like this guy went to Harvard for like history or something, and he's like Billy Joel is the type of guy who's like good to great at writing like 1 to 1.5 different types of songs. The guy had a fucking doo-wop hit in the 1980s, you absolute fucking freak. This guy does songs like Sting. He does songs like the fucking Raw Nets. Like Billy Joel's fucking thing. He was Bruno Mars before Bruno Mars, where Bruno Mars is just like, I dig this type of thing. I'm going to make exactly this. Billy Joel was doing that shit. That video that I saw of these fucking idiots who, again, I say pretentious, the most fucking pretentious I've ever heard in my life with no actual musical analysis drives me fucking crazy. The only thing, I think that gatekeeping and stuff is generally harmful, but music analysis and criticism from people who either aren't observant or don't understand music is the worst fucking thing in the world. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to say, hey, I fucking love this song or whatever, but if you're going to tell me that Billy Joel is not a good songwriter and you have nothing of substance to back it up, fuck off for eternity. Go to space and don't come back.
I have no place in my heart for any sort of like musical criticism or like theory. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
But I do think that Billy Joel should get to hit that person with his car.
I have quite literally
all he needs to do is drive to meet him for lunch and he
yeah,
will.
I know, yeah.
I have quite literally no thoughts on Billy Joel.
Oh, Billy Joel is the coolest guy.
And that's fine. I
And
don't know about that.
I mean, Billy Joel is a fascinating guy is what I'll say. And like his music rocks. Have you watched the documentary?
No, not yet. I was waiting to do it. It was a scheduling thing with Julia, and I told her recently, like, because I am, if you couldn't get there, like, a massive Billy Joel head. Like Billy Joel is probably my favorite artist of all time, even though I know he's not the best. I fucking love him, and he's so fun. I have an absolute blast with him.
He's a rock star.
Yes.
Yes,
and
that's what I mean. He's the coolest guy. Like, he's a fucking rock star. Not all rock stars are like the coolest guy, but I want rock stars. And Billy Joel is a fucking rock star.
And especially that fucking asshole who says, he writes like one, and you put fucking Taylor Swift on your list, which Taylor Swift has some great songs, but that is someone who writes 1 to 1.5 types of songs, which, by the way, nothing wrong with only writing one type of song. If they're good, cool, whatever. But that being your specific criticism with nothing to back it up, I forget this guy's name and I apologize to him because I want to know. No, I want to know your name so I can tell people to not listen to you. Seriously. Like, hope you keep your job. Hope you don't have a bad day at your job. But fucking horrible job. You're not good at it. Bad job. Don't like that guy.
Matthew Schaefer has officially been named the Calder Trophy winner.
Ooh. Beckett Seneca snubbed. No?
Not quite.
I don't think
Respect to that man, but not quite.
Yeah. All right. Turnstiles turns 50 this month. Young Gritty, also a huge Billy Joel head, which I absolutely love. All right. Maybe we'll do a little more on the Patreon on that. Maybe these guys don't want it and we shouldn't, but we'll think about it. Daisy Jones talk at the very least coming on the Patreon, yeah?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Sean, are you okay with Daisy Jones spoilers?
I don't know what that means.
Daisy Jones and the Six.
I don't know what that is.
You didn't listen to them before they had Daisy Jones. He only listened to the first album.
What are you talking about?
So you don't know Honeycomb or Aurora.
You're literally just saying words at me right now.
Just a little Daisy Jones chat between boys.
What is happening? What is it?
I mean, you pulled a Pete.
What? I have never been more lost in my entire life on this show.
Like 3 minutes ago, we just talked about how we've been listening to Daisy Jones and the Six on audiobook for like the last 6 hours.
Yeah. In Sean's defense, he didn't think that would be important.
Yeah, you just mentioned the name of an audiobook, which generally speaking, I'm pretty odd on audiobooks. The only time I've ever listened to an audiobook ever was when I had to read Tom Sawyer as summer reading as I entered high school, and I struggled mightily with the like the Southern broken English that Mark Twain uses in that. So I needed a.
Okay, we have a name, John Caramanica, and someone in the chat says he knows more about music than I'll ever know. Maybe he's listened to more music than me. It's possible. He's older than me. And I know that he specializes in hip hop. If you have us listen, give us the same song and ask us to both say what's going on in it, I would destroy that guy's fucking life. And I can promise you I would not be as big a fucking douchebag about it as he is. He'd be like, oh, well, see what this guy's problem is. And he would just say something philosophical that has nothing to do with what the song is.
I just love DJ saying if me and this guy could go head to head talking about music, I would destroy his life.
I'm sorry. And can you give me this? You do know that that's right.
I do know that you would be the meanest person in the world to him, and it would probably destroy his life.
Who do you truly think would have more observations? Me
probably
or this guy
you.
who's? I mean, you haven't heard what this guy has to say.
I don't know this guy,
but it's nothing of substance.
Man.
If he said a bunch of shit to you, you would say there was nothing there that I didn't get. That's not good.
Yeah, no, because
he would just speak generally about like this is the type of thing that I think someone from the suburbs would like, blah blah blah. It's like, but nothing about what's going on in the song.
You don't like to meet people where they're at.
That's fine, but if you have to actually answer, why did you say Billy Joel is
that
not?
Part I agree with.
Why did you say that Young Thug or whoever you had over Billy Joel is a better songwriter than him? I actually want to hear an argument as to why. Like, and it doesn't have to be Young Thug versus Billy Joel, but like that's a really interesting conversation. I want to hear why Young Thug, who has a shorter catalog and has a shorter career, like why does he make this list over Billy Joel? I want to hear the answer as to why, because there's a very strong possibility that there's a good reason. But if you just don't say anything and you're so fucking smug about it, to the people who dare ask, wait, how come the guy who had like 1 million hits and is like one of America's most beloved songwriters isn't on this list? He said, oh, it's because of this, blah, blah, blah. And you don't say anything? Fuck off with that.
If he was good at the job, he'd be able to explain it to me and you.
Yes, exactly. All right, we're
Fuck
going
that
home.
guy.
We're going home. Top Cheese voice. Shout out to him, though. Maybe he's nice. Respect.
Hopefully we have a better drive home than Billy Joel.
All right, bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to What Chaos here on YouTube. You will get everything, daily episodes, player interviews, and so much more. It's all here on the What Chaos YouTube. Hit subscribe.